Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Blair Robertson, psychic medium, best-selling author of the book Spirit Guides: 3 Easy Ways to Connect and Communicate with Your Spirit Helpers. And today I'm going to talk about 3 different little things to help you make some connections with your spirit guides. I'm going to have some interaction with you guys, but for the first part, it's going to be mostly talking. It's going to be from me to you. So open up your mind. Close your mind is the best way, just to shut it completely down, and open up your heart, because your spirit guides were given to you to help you in life. If your life sucks right now, if things are going bad for you right now, if you feel lost right now, you can turn that around instantaneously if you connect with your spirit guides. Please understand that I, Blair Robertson, am not religious. I want to declare that right out front, because sometimes people think I'm talking about a religion spirit guide or religion angels. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. I'm a spiritual person. So this information comes from the highest power. Your spirit guides come from the highest power. I happen to have been raised Christian, so I've walked away from organized religion, but I was raised that way. So I still call the higher power God, and I still believe there's a heaven. I know that there is, your angels and your guides and all of that. We're talking about spirit guides today. The moment you're born, from the moment you take your very first breath, you have a spirit guide. And that spirit guide will be with you right up until the time that you pass and you get into the heavenly realm. It's that simple. And the biggest question I get asked all the time, they say, Blair, I don't think I have a spirit guide. Listen, you do. Every single human being on earth has a spirit guide, and I can prove it to you right now and see if you'll agree with me. Have you ever heard of the expression, and go ahead and type in the comments, it takes about a minute for me to see the comments, but if you have you ever heard the expression, let your conscience be your guide? Have you ever heard that expression? If you have heard of that expression, type in yes below. If you've heard of that expression, have heard the expression, your conscience is your guide. Let your conscience be your guide. Guess what? That's your spirit guides. Everybody, every single person on earth has a conscience. What is a conscience? What is a conscience? A conscience is your spirit guide. That's why, for example, when I was a little kid, I was down the street. I've shared this in my book, by the way. So if you've read my book, you'll have heard this story. But I was a little kid. I was in, I guess, grade one. It must have been grade one, grade two. I'm not sure what it was. But we used to have this variety store owned by these Asian folks, really nice people. And it was just down the street from where my school was. And I went in there and I stole a pack of bubble gum. They were like the 8 little balls, the cinnamon balls, bubble gum. I stole them. I took them, I shoved them into my pocket, and I went to school. When I got out of sight, I popped those gums into my mouth and I loved them. They were fantastic. Would you believe that even though nobody saw me, even though I wasn't caught, I didn't even show it or tell my friends, because if I had showed my friends the gum, they would have said, "Can I have some?" Which would have been less for me. So I ate all of that gum. It was gone. Nobody knew about it. Did you know for years and years and years that bothered me? I graduate high school. I move away. I go back to visit a friend. I'm driving down the street and I drive past that variety store. I hit the brakes. I do a U-turn. I pull in there. I walk into that place, and I don't know if I would do that this way today. This was many years ago. But I walked in and I walked up to the guy behind the counter, and the place still looked the same. It was an Asian guy behind the counter. He had the oriental lights dangling down and the ceremonial Buddhas and all of that stuff. They were all out. It was all golden Buddhas and all that. I don't know if it was the same family or not, but I just walked. I don't know what came over me. I walked up to the counter. I slapped a $20 bill down on the counter. I said, when I was in grade one, I stole gum from you. This is the repayment plus interest. I slid it across the counter. I turned around and I walked out. For whatever it was, for 15, 18 years, 15 years, well, I don't know. I don't know how long it was. My spirit guides let me know you did something wrong. That's where does that come from? Why does it do that? Why does it do it? It's because your spirit guide wants you to be the best, do the best, and have the most that you can have in life. It's as simple as that. Your conscience is your guide. Everybody has one spirit guide. Some people have more spirit guides. I happen to have three. I have a main spirit guide, and I have two others that assist me in doing what I do to do what I do. They're the ones that give me the clarity, the knowledge, the information to write my books, that type of thing. But everybody has at least one spirit guide, and I want you to know that. When you have your spirit guide will help you, give you the direction that you want, give you the direction that you need, and bless you in so many ways. And I'm going to show you right now how you can tap in to your spirit guides. I'm going to show you how you can tap into spirit guides. But let me ask you guys a question. I'm going to take, so that's point number one. Now you know that you have a spirit guide. Because unless somebody can look me straight in the face and say to me, oh my God, I have absolutely no conscience whatsoever, I'm the most evil person on earth, I've never had anybody say that to me. Everybody has a spirit guide. Does that make sense to you, guys? I do know. I see it afterwards. I cannot. I'm not on my phone, so I'm not seeing the hearts and thumbs, and I appreciate all of that stuff. But please let me know. Is this making sense to you? Type in yes. Is this helping you so far? Yes. Are you convinced that you have a spirit guide now? Do you believe me? Type in yes if you do. Take some comments as well while I'm waiting for that to post to come up. Great story, says Vivian. Our conscience does not let it go. It doesn't. Your conscience wants you to be, not be good, but to do good, to bring good to the world. You weren't put on this earth to just sort of float around aimlessly and then die. You are meant to be, do, and have all that you wish to be, all your desires that you wish, so long as they're good desires. Spirit wants that for you. They want you to be more, do more, and have more. And that's why God gave us spirit guides. Looking forward, as Rochelle says, refreshing, says June. Let's stay on topic, guys. I'm not going to go off topic today. We're staying focused specifically on spirit guides. Today, we got to let you know. Yes, says Rochelle. Lila says yes, yes. Denise says yes. Lori, wonderful, wonderful. This is great. Edie says I tried to get your book on Amazon but couldn't get anything but the sample. Then you're doing something wrong. I don't know what to do to help you with that. I would contact Amazon. Let's see. Good. Donna's got video interruptions. I'm sorry to hear that. Uh, Jackie says, I heard my guide speak twice. That's great. This is fantastic. Yeah. Deidre, oh my God, this is so true because my grandmother told me the same thing. Yes, my grandma always told me to listen to that little voice and I'd be fine. It's so true. It's so true. You're not going to go get the spirit guide and say, hey, let's rob a bank today. It'll never happen that way. It will always be for the higher good. It will always be for the higher better. It's great. Mary, good to see you. Yes, yes. Okay, so guys, now that you know you have a spirit guide, now that you know that you have a spirit guide that wants the best for you, the next big question that I get asked is a fun one, and we're going to have a little bit of fun right now. Now, if I was on Zoom, I would get you guys all to wave your hands. If you guys are on your devices, throw some hearts up. Please be interactive here today. Be interactive. It's going to be fantastic. Today, I'm going to get you to do something really cool. We're going to do a really quick meditation, and that is this. Biggest question I always get is, do my spirit guides have a name? Or the similar question is, what's the name of my spirit guide? I posted a YouTube video that in my world went sort of semi-viral. It got thousands of views and people loved it. Here's one of the things that I'm going to help you with right now. I'm going to get you to meet your spirit guide. How many of you would like to meet your spirit guide? Type in yes right now. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee here out of my Tigger mug. If you'd like to know the name of your spirit guide, type in yes. I'd love to see this stuff. This is great. Look at all the hearts. I'm loving it. I guess some of you guys aren't on your devices. On your devices, you can press a button and the hearts fly up and thumbs and stuff. But I'll take the hearts by typing them in too. So would love to know my spirit guide name. Yeah, this is great. Yes, yes, please. Yes, yes, says Jackie. Fran says yes, yes, yes. Great, excellent. So here's what we're going to do. Let me just cover a couple of points. Guys, I get asked this all the time, and it's a rhetorical question. So let me present it to you this way. This will really help you put it into perspective. Spirit guides don't actually have names, okay? They don't actually have names. People are often shocked when I share that, but listen to me. We don't really have names either, do we? Think about this for a moment. Turn your mind off and let this go straight to your heart. Why am I called Blair Robertson? Think about this just for a moment. Now, if you already know the answer, you've experienced me talking about this before, just let the people who aren't sure post some comments. Why am I Blair Robertson? See, long, long ago, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, this man and woman came together and they loved each other, and the woman got pregnant. And one day on April 23rd, 1966, out popped an Earth unit. And they picked up this Earth unit and they looked at it and they looked at it and they said, "Wow, what are we going to call this boy?" And my mother said, "Blair." You see, folks, the only reason why I am Blair Robertson is because my mother named me Blair, and my clan name, my family name is Robertson. So everybody that's born into the Robertson clan gets named a first name Robertson, first name Robertson. That's the only reason why. My name is Blair. It could have been Fred. It could have been Louie. It could have been George. It could have been Dave. It could have been anything. It wouldn't have made any difference whatsoever. But then people started calling me Blair. People identified this face with the name Blair. So therefore, I have on my page Blair Robertson, psychic medium. That's the reason why. We're energy. We are energy. We're spirit living in a physical form that we tend to put names on. Okay? So when you understand that, you give a baby a name. When you understand that, please understand that the spirit guides don't actually have names. Now, there's two ways to get a spirit name, and that is you can either give your spirit guide a name and it will resonate with you, or you can ask them their name and they will give you a name that will resonate with you. So, number one, you don't need me. You can ask them a name or give them a name. I'm sorry. You can give them a name. Call your spirit guide Fred if you want. The spirit guide's not going to care no more than the baby. And if you keep calling it Fred enough, that will just identify with it. But the way that most people are interested in, is asking and seeing what comes to them. And that's what we're going to do right now. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to place your feet flat firmly on the floor. I don't have my phone in here. It's in the other room just because a few phone calls are expected to be coming in. So this is my hard drive. Pretend this is a phone. Guys, you can still do this with your phone. Just, get yourself comfortable. Rest your arm, sort of whatever. But it's best if you can sort of sit it down, prop it up, and get your hands totally free, because we're going to do a really cool, simple meditation right now. And it is super easy, and your spirit guides are going to tell you their name. Before we get into it, let me explain how this works. We're going to be Thich Nhat Hanh just passed away, and he was the father of the mindfulness movement. He was a monk and a Buddhist, and he used a technique that's actually 2,000 years old. It's a technique that I've been using since I was a kid, and it's the simplest and easiest meditation. So if anything, you're going to get a beautiful meditation of this. You're also going to get the message from your spirit guides. Works like this. Here's what I want you to do is I want you to imagine a big fluffy cloud in front of you. If you've never done this, I'm going to explain it to you. You're going to see a big white fluffy cloud in front of you, okay? About the size of a volleyball or a soccer ball, whatever works best for you. Now what you're going to do is you're going to use your imagination, and you're going to imagine when you breathe in, you're going to see that white fluffy cloud like a cotton ball going up through your sinuses, down your throat, and into your lungs. You're not going to breathe deeply. You're not going to try to change your breath. You're not going to try to do that technique where you breathe to your belly button. All you're going to do is you're just going to breathe like you've been doing for the past 15 minutes while you've been with me. Okay? Really simple and straightforward. So what you're going to do is you're going to see that cloud going in, and then when you have to breathe out, this is the trick. I hesitate to use the word trick, but it is. What I want you to do is I want you to see that cloud coming back up through, but you're going to breathe out through your mouth. Excuse me. You're going to breathe in through your nose. You're going to breathe out through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. It's as simple as that. Don't make it complicated. You're not going to hold your breath. You're just going to breathe in and breathe out. Okay? Best thing to do is close your eyes with this one. I can do it with my eyes closed, eyes open. I do it all the time. And once you get good at it, you don't need to close your eyes. But I would recommend you do that right now. So I'm going to be talking for about 2 to 3 minutes. All you're going to be doing is listening to me, and you're just going to follow my instructions. One of the things that happens is that you will sometimes have a thought pop into your head while I'm doing this with you. You'll have a thought pop in like, I got to pick up milk after work, or I've got to get that report ready for tonight. Just acknowledge it as it floats by. Just acknowledge it and tell your brain, I'm going to get to you in about 2 to 3 minutes. Right now, I'm meditating. That's it. Don't just acknowledge it and let it float by. Okay? All right. Everybody do this now. Just close your eyes and just follow your breath. Just follow your breath naturally. Don't try to follow me. And if you're doing this with somebody else in the room with you, don't follow their breath. Just follow your breath. See the breath going in. Big white fluffy cloud is the best way to do it, or a cotton ball. Just see it going in. Filling up your lungs with beautiful fresh air. And then when you have to breathe out, just let your air flow back up through your throat, but out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Just do this. Just follow on your own pace. I'm going to keep on talking. Just breathe in through your nose. And then out through your mouth. And what's really interesting about this is as you're doing it, you're going to notice something really interesting. You're going to notice as you start to follow your breath with only in a few seconds, you're going to find that your shoulders are going to start to get heavier. If your hands are on your lap or on a table, you're going to find your hands starting to get heavier. You're also going to feel your feet getting firmer planted on the ground, not by pressing down on them, they're just getting heavier. This is the most perfect way to rest and relax. So nothing but you and that white fluffy cloud just going in and out. Now I just want you just to imagine in your mind, as you're doing this, keep breathing, just acknowledge that you have a spirit guide with you. You've already done that if you've come to this stage. And your spirit guide is there with you. But the easiest way to do it is to imagine that your spirit guide is standing beside you. They're in you, but just imagine they're standing beside you right now. Follow your breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just do that now. Excellent. And now what I want you to do is I just want you to ask a simple question. What is your name, or what are you called? Either what is your name or what are you called? Keep breathing. What is your name or what are you called? And now everybody just open up your eyes. Just open up your eyes now. Come back, come back. Ladies and gentlemen, the first name that came to your mind, the first one, the first name that came to your mind is the name your spirit guide wants to be known as. The first name that came to your mind, not the one you wanted to give them, but the first one that came to you is the name of your spirit guide. Now, I'm interested. Spirit guides' names are often private. I don't ever share the name. Ethically, I have to tell you this. I don't share the name of my 3 spirit guides because that's private and that's for spiritual reasons that go beyond the scope of our conversation today. But if you got a name, post the name down. Post the name down. Post the name down. And if you don't want to, just say, yes, you got a name. Post the name down. Yes, you got a name. Now, I did notice that all during that meditation, there were people posting questions. If you're posting questions or you were making comments while we were doing the meditation, there's no way in beautiful hell you're going to get the name of your spirit guides because you're unable to follow unbelievably simple instructions. guys, you have to follow what comes to you. Beautiful. Look at this. Wonderful. Wonderful. Look at them. Look at them. Michael is what came to me. Oyster. That's cool. Perfect. Excellent. Mary. Jackson. That's a cool one. Okay, so we'll talk about that in a second. My grandma Maria, it will not be your grandmother. Okay, Bart, I love it. Charlie, John, Brad, Elsie, my grandmother. It won't be your grandmother, but it could be Elsie. Missy, this is wonderful. And all of you, those of you who are posting questions while we're doing the meditation, you're not going to be getting nothing. Nothing. Yeah. Well, Cheryl, yes. If you got it, that's why I mentioned at the beginning, if you wanted to do this, you needed to sort of be by yourself. So it's not going to work if you got a 4-year-old trying to get your attention. So there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So there we go. Wonderful. So let's address the fact that spirit guides have never been on this realm. They have never been alive, like physical. They've never been in the physical form. So your spirit guide cannot, I repeat, cannot be a deceased loved one. Your guide's guide, your loved ones love you. Your guide's guide, your loved ones love you. Okay? So please remember that and know I'm seeing some cool names. I'm seeing some cool names. Seeing some cool names. Well, that's a cool one, Pam. Lucifer. Well, that may or may not be that may or may not be a good name. You can always give them a different name if you wish to, but that's the name that you were given. Lucifer in of itself is not a bad name because Lucifer was one of God's main angels. So the name itself is not bad. The name itself is not bad. I know a German man. He's very elderly now. I know a German man whose name is Adolf. That's could be a bad name if you think of Adolf Hitler, but Adolf is not necessarily a bad name. Lucifer is not a bad name either. So there we go. Beautiful. This is wonderful. So you guys have got that connection. So now, where are we? We now know that you have a spirit guide. We now know that you can either name them or they will give you a name. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So you've got this guide that's in your life that is just trying to send you forward and wants the best for you and wants you to live your life to the fullest. Your spirit guide wants you to be more, do more, and have more. How do you know this? Because you've heard that expression, your conscience is your guide. That is your spirit guide. And I have never known anybody to say to me that, my spirit guide told me to go and murder somebody. My spirit guide told me to go rob a bank. Never has that ever occurred. So we know that the spirit guide is there to help you, to get you going forward. It's from God. It's the knowing. It's the knowing. It's a beautiful thing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Did you guys enjoy that? If you enjoyed that, put some hearts up. Say yes, whatever. Did you enjoy the meditation? Isn't the meditation cool? I I have an iWatch, or whatever you call these things now, the iWatch. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's my Mickey Mouse right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. And one of the beautiful things about it, the beautiful things is that it's got a meditation app. I use the meditation app to remind me every hour on the hour. It just has like a little ping. I don't use the app on it because it tries to get you to control your breath. It just goes off. I click it and I do a 1 minute meditation that I just showed you right now. It's beautiful. It's absolutely awesome. Look at the comments coming in. This is great. Look at the comments coming in. Let me just read a couple of them. This is wonderful. Wonderful. Um, absolutely. That's right. Debbie says spiritual guides have never had human form. That's correct. But guys, I'm not trying to skip over stuff. I'm skipping over, though, I'll be transparent with you. I'm skipping over stuff that's in my book. I'll talk about that later on. There's a lot of finer details that you can get in my book, but these are the main things. You don't need to get my book. You're getting everything that you possibly need. This is a great way to do it. This is a great way to do it. It's beautiful. I love that, says Sharon. Yes, very relaxing. Carol says, I missed the beginning. That's a shame. This is an amazing break in the afternoon. Great, great, perfect, perfect. Good, good, good. Look at it. I got interrupted. Yeah, that's why we say try to make sure you don't get interrupted when we do this. We're going to be doing another very quick meditation. It's a bonus. Okay, perfect. All right. April says she got Bruce. Wow, Raphael, beautiful name. Now listen, guys, the reason why I'm asking you to post the names, ask yourself honestly and post something. Post a comment. Post a comment. Do you see the difference between how this works? Your spirit guide helped you get that name. Do any of you think you made it up? Because one of the things that comes is people will say, I got this really unique name that I never think about. Not always. Sometimes you get Fred, sometimes you get Barney, Bruce, Elvis, whatever. Who cares? But there's these beautiful ones that come sometimes that there's no way it would have come from you. And when you post those comments, it's a real cool thing. Look at all the hearts. This is great. We got one more thing to cover. Then I'm going to take some questions. This is it. Beautiful. June Smith, Olivia has been with me since you're first born. The moment you take your first breath, your spirit guides are with you. Oh, yeah. Lorna says, I would never pick Marvin. Well, Marvin's a great name. There's a famous magician that I love, and there's a theater named after him in Palm Springs. Marvin Roy, great magician. He's passed now. But Marvin's a great name. What a great name. It's fantastic. I love it. And April says, no, not made up. This is great. Came right to me just like that, says Dorinda. This is great. Great. Look at all the hearts. Perfect. Okay. Now, guys, I want you to interact with me again, please, if you will. How many of you would love to get a direction from your spirit guides right now? See, some of you are already connected with your spirit guides. Some of you are a little bit unsure. Some of you, this is a shock to your system. It's like, I didn't even know I had a spirit guide. That makes sense. So you're all at different levels on here. We got 364 people on this live broadcast. And so what I am trying to do is I'm trying to take it back to a person who's just joined me 27 minutes ago. And 27 minutes ago, they didn't even know they had a spirit guide. Now they know they do. Now they've got a spirit guide's name. Now, all of that's all good. But if you really want to change your life for the better, if you feel your life is crappy, if you feel your life you're lost, if you feel like you're struggling, if you feel like you're alone, I'm here to tell you two things. Number one, your deceased loved ones. Excuse me, had a hiccup there. Your deceased loved ones are with you all the time. They never leave you. But when you need direction, that's your spirit guide's realm. That's the spirit guide's job. Now, I want to tell you something. If you don't listen to your spirit guides, if you ignore that inner guidance, that inner lighthouse, then you run the risk of crashing into the rocks. The beautiful analogy of this, that's why a lot of spiritualists and spiritual people and even religious people talk about the lighthouse. I come from Canada, and on the East Coast, where my brother lives, is Nova Scotia, and there's a famous red and white lighthouse out there. And it's so important to people who are in their ships because it gets foggy, it's bad weather, you can't see. There's dangerous rocks there. If your ship hits the rocks, you're going down. So you look for that lighthouse, and that lighthouse guides you in the right and safe direction. And that's what your spirit guides do. But if you're not listening to your spirit guides, they won't force you to do anything. And if you ignore them, they'll just sit back and they'll just let you just go. It's up to you to engage them. They'll give you the guidance, but if you're not listening to it, they'll just sit back. Say, well, person doesn't want to listen to you. God doesn't want to listen to you. I'm doing all I can. I'm doing my job. And God's like, yeah, he is, or she is. But that person's not doing it. The person's not doing it. But the moment you click in, the moment you start listening to that, you've got yourself a direct channel to the higher power. A direct channel to the higher power. And you will start to know things and you'll start to get that feeling. Now, before I go any further, because I know some people are going to do this meditation and then they're going to bail. So let me just cover one thing. Is life meant to be totally easy from the moment you're born to the day you die? I think we'll all agree that the answer is no. A couple of days ago, I had a pretty, I don't want to call it a crappy day, but nothing was going right for me. Nothing. It was just, everything was just falling apart, just going crazy. It was nuts. but it made me stronger. It made me better. It made me focus because I was listening to my spirit guides. But a couple months ago, I had a really crappy week, and I realized I was trying to control things myself. I wasn't listening to my spirit guides. The moment that I connected with them, everything got better. So we're going to do another quick meditation. You've already done the last one. You already know how to do it, so I won't explain it into great detail. We're all going to do it again. I call this the one thing technique. The one thing technique. The one thing. It's really simple, but you have to promise yourself, not me. You have to promise yourself, not me, before you even do it. Do not do this if you're not prepared to take action on the immediate information that you're about to receive. Let me say that again because I stumbled over my words. So let's get it really clear. You have to promise yourself that when you do this, you're going to immediately take action on the guidance and information that you've been given. If you're ready to take that information and take action on it, whether you like it or not, type in yes. Type in yes now. Remember, it takes about a minute for me to see your comments, guys. It takes about a minute for me to see them on my screen. And while we're waiting for the comments for me to see them, understand this. Sometimes your spirit guides will give you something really simple to do. And sometimes it'll be just silly. It'll be like, relax. That's the best thing you can do right now that will fix your life. Sometimes it's going to be make a phone call. Sometimes it's going to be break a friendship or change a job or stand up for yourself. Sometimes it's going to be really easy. Sometimes it's going to scare the crap out of you. I'm not going to lie to you guys. You know me. I'm not a rainbow and unicorn medium. This is it. This is it. You have to. Now, if you're going to take the information, go, okay, so I know what I need to do, but I'm not going to do it, because then don't waste your time and accept. Have the courage to accept. Yeah, I'm not going to listen to what God and the spirit guides wants from me, so I'm just going to let my life be miserable. Just accept that. I think God and the spirit guides would be more respectful of you if you did that. At least you're honest. You feel like a loser, but at least you're accepting it. I'm a loser. I just don't listen to what's being told. So be good with it. But let's hope you're not there. Getting a ton of yeses. This is great. 368 people. Thanks, guys, for being here. Okay, so we're going to do the meditation. It's called the One Thing Meditation. I do this every single morning when I get up. I get up every morning and I do this brief little meditation. Okay, I'll tell you exactly how I do it. I go to my coffee maker and I make my first cup of coffee. I have a couple of little one medication that I have to take, and I take my vitamins, and I just take it. And while I'm waiting for the coffee to brew, I stand there because you don't have to sit down, and I do this thing. And it's simply this: I ask Spirit to show me what's the one thing that I can do today that would change my life for the better forever. What's the one thing I can do today that will change my life for the better? What's the one thing I can do today, not tomorrow, today, that will change my life for the better? And I leave it to my spirit guides to give me that one thing. We're going to do it right now. Everybody close your eyes. And what you're going to do is the exact same meditation we did before. I want you to see a little white fluffy cloud in front of you. And just breathe in through your nose. Don't breathe deeply. Don't try to change your breath. You know the routine. Just follow your breath. It's going in through your sinuses, down your throat, and that fluffy cloud fills up your lungs with refreshing, beautiful air. And then when you naturally need to breathe out, just let it go out your lungs, up your throat, and out your mouth. That's the only trick. Just let me remind you, you must do it in the nose, out the mouth. It doesn't work as well otherwise. If there's somebody sitting with you, don't follow them, just follow yourself. Focus only on your breath. Tune everything else out. If something flows into your mind, something you have to do, something you forgot, just acknowledge it. You will get to it later. But at this moment in time, we're just focusing on you, your spirit guides, and your breath. Just keep following your breath easy. And if you're alone doing this, and you can do it anytime you wish, just do this for about 1 minute. So keep going. Keep going. Just follow your breath. There's no right and wrong way. Just follow your breath. Tune everything else out. Just you and that fluffy cloud. Breathing in. And out. And now, before you come back to reality, just ask your spirit guides right now, what is the one thing I can do today that will change my life for the better? What is the one thing I can do today that will change my life for the better? What is the one thing I can do today that will change my life for the better? And open up your eyes. Come on back. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. If you want to share what it is, by all means, share it. Some people would be just thrilled to hear what you got. If it's too personal and too private, just type in, yes, I got something, whatever. But if you felt something, got a piece of information, type that in right now. Type that in right now. Pop it in there, folks. Pop it in. Sharon got it immediately. Mara says, read a book. Fantastic. I've got a good one for you. Pat said, relax. Tina said, meditate. Sing. Trust. Yes, says Renee. Wait, Sharon said. Powerful. That's a good one. Did you know a lot of people feel that waiting is procrastinating? Sometimes you need to wait. Debbie just heard the word love. That is all encompassing. That's powerful. I got chill out. How do I know it? I need to call. Here we go. Lisa, I need to call my niece who's estranged from the family. Now, here's the part that you all agreed to. Every single one of you agreed to it. And if you didn't, you're lying to yourself and you're screwing up things for yourselves. You need to take action on that today, not tomorrow, not next week. You need to take action on it now. I want you to know one final thing. I'll take some questions after this. I need you guys to know one thing. No pun intended. Here's one important thing. Your spirit guides will not give you what you want to hear. They will give you what you need to hear. Let me say that again. They won't give you what you want to hear. They will give you what you need to hear. Now, I want you to think about this for just a second, because this is the most powerful part of this. If you guys will make a commitment today, not to me, don't forget about me. I'm just Blair Robertson, psychic medium. I'm just teaching you this stuff. You're on your own, guys. Here's the deal. If you were to do this, there are 365 days in a year. If you want to immediately change your life for the better, I want you to think about this for a second. Imagine if you did this every morning when you got up. I'm about as likely to not have a cup of coffee in the morning as I would be to leave my house naked. Like, that's my number one thing. When I get out of bed, I immediately go for my cup of coffee. I'm a coffeeaholic, or whatever you want to call it. And that's where I do it. So I never miss it. Never, never, never miss it. And if you got something and you took action on it, knowing, as we discussed, your spirit guides want the best for you, to be more, do more, and have more, and they want you to live your life to the fullest, all of a sudden, if you did that for 365 days, be honest with me. Don't you think your life would be way better than it is right now? No matter how awesome it is for you now, imagine how much better it would be. It would be profound. It would be amazing. It would be so healing to you. It would be so healing to you. I'm seeing some people post nothing. Not too many, but I'm seeing people post nothing. If you're not getting anything, then you didn't do it right. Okay? If you got nothing, you didn't do it right. And almost always it's because you're thinking instead of listening to your head, you listen to your heart. Okay? You listen to your heart. Heart. That's it, folks. So let me recap. We covered today 3 main points. Number 1, you know now each and every one of you has at least one spirit guide, if not multiple. You now know the name of your spirit guide, your main spirit guide, who will be there with you all the time to help you and to guide you if you're willing to accept it. And you now know my technique that I came up with, that was given to me and I've shared, is the one technique, the one thing technique, combining the meditation with the one thing. Sharon writes, quit smoking. Well, that would be a big thing. That'll be a challenging thing. But Spirit clearly thinks that would be the most important thing for you to do today, which means you stop smoking today, which means if you have those urges to smoke more, you get help. Do all of those things. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the entire presentation today. There's way more details to it. Just to mention, all of this stuff is in my book, Spirit Guides, 3 Easy Ways to Connecting and Communicating with Your Spirit Helpers. You can get this on Amazon. You can get all my books on Amazon. They're right there. You can go to Amazon. If you want, you can go to my webpage, blairrobertson.com, and you can get all 5 of these books signed by me. You can get I'll post the link right now. Hang on for a second. Let me just type that in. I probably should have done that at the beginning, but that would have meant I would have been, smart, but I wasn't. So blairrobertson.com, putting it in right now. Any questions, any comments, sticking strictly to the topic. If you need to go, you've got all that you need. Love and light to each and every one of you. I'll take a few comments and then we're going to wrap it up. Okay? We are going to wrap it up. Perfect. There you go. Tammy says, I got Carl first. But when I asked what I could do today, they kept telling me to calm down. Well, then calm down. Calm down. Everybody's message is going to be different. Everybody, thank you for posting that, by the way. Oh, they are. Yes, Cheryl, thank you very much. They are. They are. Sorry, folks. I take that back. This will be recorded anyway. So hopefully when this is recorded and somebody watches it down the road, they'll know and they'll be available then. There we go. Perfect. My apologies for that. But while you're at my website, guys, blairrobertson.com, make sure you sign up for my next group reading where I bring messages through from deceased loved ones. It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. Yep, this is great. Listen to this. Elizabeth Cloud said, before you began to describe the exercise, after I got my name, I got the word and the symbol love. I got receive. Perfect. That's awesome. That's awesome to receive. Listen, my wife constantly gets after me all the time. People pay me compliments. I'm not good at taking compliments. I'm really not. And I'm having to learn how to say thank you. It's hard. So it's a valid thing. Everybody gets something different. And it's going to change from day to day. One day you're going to get something that's going to be like, oh my gosh, this is huge. It's scary. Do it anyway, because your spirit guides want you to do it. They don't want you to do it tomorrow. They're giving you something to do today. The next day might be chill. The next day might be just take the day off, relax, put your feet up, because you need the rest. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think you meant love. Linda Simmons said, my spirit guide told me to live myself. I think you mean love, and that's important too. Be kind to yourself, to love yourself. Beautiful. Yes, guys, I just covered that. I'm sorry. I just hiccuped again. Yes, I told you guys to go check out my books, but my books are currently sold out. We just had a sale on them at Christmas time and we cleared them all out. So I'll have to get some more. Sorry about that. I apologize. I apologize. But go to blairrobertson.com and go there and sign up for my newsletter. Like my page, my Facebook page if you haven't done it so already. And if you're seeing this on YouTube or wherever it is, make sure you like that as well. All right. Perfect. Okay, guys. That's it for today. You've got everything that you need. Thank you very much. Love and light to each and every one of you. Thanks. I hope you guys did you guys enjoy this mini masterclass? Type in yes below if you enjoyed the mini masterclass. Type in yes or like this post or something. Let me know. I'd like to see. I'd like to see. Patricia says yes. Virginia looks like she's doing something, putting her hands together. That's wonderful. Yes, says Maria. Love and light, says Judy. Wonderful, wonderful. Bridget says, I love your newsletter. I'm getting the happy face with the hearts. Lorna, I loved it. Fran says, thank you, Blair. Shine on. This is great. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please don't just use this as entertainment, watch it, and then not put it to use. I did this for free for you guys today because I really felt called to help you and to heal you with this. So, ladies and gentlemen, please don't just, oh, that was kind of cool, not do it. Do the one thing meditation every day and watch your life improve for the better. It will happen. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Love and light to you all.